सफर मेरा है तू ही मेरी मंजिल तेरे बिना गुजारा नहीं है एक तरफा मेरा सफर सफर खूबसूरत है मंजिल से भी मेरी हर कमी को है तू लाज़मी पूरा हो के भी इश्क मेरा कामिल तेरे बिना गुजारा ऐ दिल है मुश्किल बरसे हम यार भीग जाएं कुसल जाऊं अपनी उंगलियों से इस तो मेरा तन बदन मुझे भर ले अपनी बाहों बहकता है जो तो मेरा ओके So here we are. Bomb placement and explosion, right? So we have 4 hours for this. Spawn an entity whenever I press click of my mouse, left mouse button, whenever there is a mouse click. This is nice. This is nice. Don't remember this one, but should be nice. This is a nice aura. Let's go for this one. This one. I wanna be one of the greatest, one of the best. One of the greatest one. That is a promise. So whenever there is a mouse click, we should be able to spawn a bomb, and this bomb is going to explode. Explosion. Yeah. Okay, how do we proceed with this though? First of all, we need to get check out B, G, GDB. Which one's this? 4, 5. It's 4. And it's bomb placement explosion. Honest. This is going to take something about 2 to 3 more minutes. We'll have to be right back, but for now I want keyboard input 9. Do I want mouse button now because I have that camera, right? I will have to press something from the keyboard only. Let's go with P. So what we need is this line and so what this means is if by any chance we took an input from the keyboard and the key is B, if that is the case, then spawn some entity. Now this is going to spawn a bundle for me. This is going to have some transform. This is going to have the transform of the player. So this is going to be, yes, exactly this one. 17J P, remove this line. So this is line number 16. So we have a transform, not from default transform. This is from our default transform. True, we need that one as well. So 17J. So we have a default transform. Yeah, this is nice transform. Okay, now we want to assign this transform. Oh. Can I do that? Will this work? Will this work? Will this work? Yeah, it worked. So now we have transform. And a couple more things that we need is a mesh. We need a mesh. So this is asking, what is mesh? We will explain it here. These are the things. Why do I? We go to last. We have these two things and done. So we have meshes, we have materials. These are mutable resources. For this must be done. So we have transform, we have mesh, but we don't want to keep it. We want it to be so it's a sphere 0.5 with the radius. Let's make it 1. Now it's a sphere with 1 as radius. This is nice. I want it to be completely green. Okay. So basically we will be registering, or yeah, we will be adding this function spawn bomb. And what does it does is it basically just detects the event when we press the key B. Whenever that happens, a new thing is spawned in our world. A new entity gets spawned. This entity is spawned at the position where my player is, right? In case if this fails, it is going to take the default transform, most probably 000 as its translation. There is going to be default rotation and default scale. But yes, so but majority of the times this will be found because there is an entity which has a marker component player, right? So we have this is the transform. We then this entity is also going to have the component mesh, which is going to be a sphere of the radius 1. This is going to be added into meshes, which is a resource and is available to the world. This gets stored, and when this gets stored, this is not rendered or created every time. It just initializes it the first time, stores it, and whenever we call for it again, it just fetches from there, right? So then we have this material assigned to. Now what we do is we spawn bomb. Yeah, we need one more thing, just like this. This is a marker component, and this right, spawn bomb. Now this is complete. This is a bomb which will explode when the time comes. So we will add this in update. This will take a couple of seconds. In the meantime, I'll quickly check. Here we go. We're gonna need this for now. So whenever we press the button B, yay, there's my ball. More than that, whenever I press the button B, yay, there's my bomb. B, yay, B, 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 B. Yeah, that's it. Now what we need is timer. First of all, 1 is not the right size. I want it to be 0.25. Speech to the progress dwarf. Speak to them. Say to the keepers. The harmony hushers. Even if it's ready for the day, it cannot always be night. Down, 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 down. I hate when processes are so complicated that it takes a lot of time to build the simplest of the things. But what can we do? We work in Rust, right? There are supposed to be some compile times. This is not nice. But yeah, here we go. Oh, I was supposed to test this. B. Where is that? Oh, there's that. B. Yeah, this is appropriate size. B. This is a lot. Okay, here we are. Bevy again. Yeah. So now when we have the bong getting spawned, we'll do something or something. We need to make it explode. So there should be a timer. Whenever the timer goes out, bomb should. Yeah. Now, how do I explain you about the things that I'm thinking? So, screen. our player as of now, right? We press the button B. Now when we press B, ball is spawned right here. We move, we escape, we escape. Now we are not here anymore. Ball, player, bomb, explode, big blast, deal damage, fuck, this gets so complicated. What damage? Health system. How do we blast the? So this is my bomb. It's a really nice bomb. What this bomb do is it has a sphere attached to it as a component. This is not physical thing. This is a sensor. So something that senses, right? This is a sensor. Whenever something comes, the thing, this thing, or interaction with any other thing goes boom boom. Hence, the name of the project, boom boom. I don't know if it's visible, but yes, boom boom. Here we go. Right? Now that we have this, we have all the information decorated within the window. So what are the things that we need for this? Obviously health system, otherwise what will happen when the bomb explodes, when there is an explosion? So it should be able to affect something. Now explosion itself is something that we need. This needs our timer. Timer starts ticking as soon as it spawns. Whenever the timer runs out, we say that it exploded. Basically this ball will just disappear, and when that timer finishes, we'll check what components or what entities are within its sphere. Whichever entities are in its sphere, they will be dealt damage, a lot of damage. And when a lot of damage is dealt to an entity, usually what happens is entities die. When they die, they disappear from the map. So this disappears, but this disappears or not depends. If it is within the sensor, uh, that's how this is going to be. Yeah, I hope I made it pretty much clear. So the things that we need are timer, on basis of which this will disappear, uh, a sensor as component. This we can do. So for sensor, what we'll do is when we are spawning, We'll make it a dynamic rigid body. Nah, actually not this. And the radius should be 2 times. And when this happens, we need it to be sensor. Let's see what happens. And I press. It disappeared. Yeah, we went far. This is my bomb. This is my sphere. Plus, this is a sensor. We need to check for collisions. Sensor. This is nice. Transform. This will not work. Yeah. So this is the thing that we have right here. So how do we detect a collision? So this is where we are. We have a sensor. Yes, now we need a timer. So we need a resource of timer, blast timer. Last time, this is exactly what we need. But timer dot 0 dot tick timer delta just finished. Yes. So na 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 na. Take, lay me down. Please don't forget to forget me. I can sleep. These nightmares. So we have time. We need timer. Mute timer. Res mute. Is this res mute, right? So res mute. Next timer. And what else do we need? Don't forget to forget me. Yeah, we need something. Hmm. We need to make it disappear, right? So we go bomb itself. Query. But what should it be with bomb? So whichever one of them, huh? Eh? What happened? Yeah, now this is saying that we don't have something with explode timer. So great timer. Explode. So this one's a resource. It's a resource for timer. What happened to timer? What is it saying? It's never. Yeah, we are about to reach time. Dot unwrap, or what should we give it as an entity? Just unwrap for now. So entity, right? Nah, we'll do it different way. So what we'll do is if timer dot zero dot take 0 time dot delta 6 delta, just delta. Just finished. If this happened, we also need so need if entity How do you destroy despawn? So what happens here is we need to initialize this resource as well. But where does that happen? After plugins or after where are resources? Insert resource. Now explode timer. Timer from seconds. So basically this is going to have from duration time 2 seconds. Once is enough. This should work. So now let me explain you what is happening here. Timer and time. So timer is a resource that we are using here. We have a specific timer as a resource stored in the world for some specific task. Uh, this is explode timer. Time is just change. So what we do is we explain our application that I want a timer, explode timer. This timer is going to be in seconds and it's going to last 2 seconds, right? And I want it just once. I could do it repeating, but because once it hits 2 seconds duration, I will just remove the entity, so there is no point in repeating this, right? Now what I do is I have this resource. I in update, right, in update I mention my explode bomb explode. Right, so this is another thing that I want. Bomb explode, it is going to check at every frame and in the update schedule that that is my timer complete or not. So it takes my timer, which is my explode timer, going to take that from resource, the value is 2. It is going to check that, it is going to check it's ticking, the change, the difference of time, right, from frame to frame. It's going to find that value and it is going to tick it. This is going to advance the timer by delta seconds, right? So this is going to move the timer from 2 to backwards whenever it becomes 0, or if it is just finished. So returns true only on tick the timer reaches duration. So from 0 to 2, this is going to increment from 0 to by the value of difference. See, return how much time has advanced since the last update as a duration, and it's going to be incremented by a tick. And if that happens, and whenever we are finished, I want you to I want this to fetch my bomb. Fuck. But this should happen. But I don't want single, right? No, this is the wrong implementation. What I will do is hmm, for mm, I don't want single. Select A. I forgot how do I iterate. Maybe not zero, maybe like this bomb, not iter. But I want mutable iters. So I am checking that I do an I, but then it is going to give me that reborrow thing, mutate immutable variable bomb. Yes, this should be true now, right? So basically, wait, let's go to our X-Quali draw all again. What we just discussed was for one bomb. So a player just dropped one bomb, right? What happens if a player drops multiple bombs? First of all, what is it going to look like? Here we go. My player, one bomb, two bomb, three bomb, four bomb, five bomb, six bomb, right? Let's say for each we had 2 seconds. 1.8 seconds have passed for this. 1 second passed for this. 0 seconds passed for this. 2 seconds passed for this. 2 seconds passed for this, and 2 seconds passed for this. So for the bombs who have reached the explode timer, this should blast, this should blast, and this should blast. This for query does exactly that. It checks the entities this is wrong. This is so just finished. But this timer, shit, how do I insert a resource? This is a wrong implementation. Instead, what I need is bomb with an entity bomb, but also with timer. Is there an example for this? Okay, just finish name and query. Update our timers with the time since last update. If the say hello to everyone, right? This happens for everyone. I don't want it for everyone. Exactly. Yeah, right. I cannot declare this resource here. This is where we are. Instead of this, what we want is when we are spawning, we need timer. seconds, 2.0. Right? This is what we want. Something's wrong here. What happened? Ah, this should not be a resource anymore. This should be a component. Right? This is a component. Works perfectly fine. This is not a thing anymore. But what I want is so I want explode timer an entity from an entity in the world which also has the component bomb, right? Uh, what is wrong with this? Valid request as data in query. Why? What if I remove all of this? No. Still not valid, right? So what is wrong here? How do I add a reference? Do I need a reference? Is that it? I don't think. Oh fuck, that is it. Shit. Okay. I don't need this. I don't need this. Now it takes entity and timer. Timer dot zero dot take and time dot delta dot just finished. So what this should do is entity. Yes. Respawn. What is wrong with just finish now? Expected here from Google. If we need an if here. Time dot zero. Now what is wrong with this part? Yeah. Cannot do that. Grown men wanna cry. What am I doing wrong here? Cannot borrow timer zero as mutable as it is behind your reference. Let me borrow it as mutable. I know. Still cannot do that. Okay. I can make changes to that. So basically what I need is mute. Does that solve something? Help me. Cannot mutate immutable variable timer. Well, looks like it fixed. So after 2 seconds, this should... I hope there are no crashes. It's time. Because of you. It's all because of you. Here goes nothing. Yeah, gets removed. Now we need to test for 5 to 6. So what should happen is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Perfect. That works. Oh my god, dead. But yeah, the bombs are there. So there are no particle effects, there is no damage yet. Outside my miseries, I think I'm fine. This should move slower now. It's still a lot fast. We'll make it 25. Wow, still so fast. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Shit, don't fall. So we are going up. Ain't no fucking way. Once you realize it, that we are not actually sliding on the land. We are going up in the air. Here we go for the fall. Oof. Oof. Z. Success. I call this success. So yeah, let me explain you the logic real quick. This is the exact logic that we were discussing a couple of minutes back, but implemented right. Yeah. So what we were discussing was 2 seconds complete, 2 seconds complete, 2 seconds complete. So Needs to be destroyed, needs to be destroyed, needs to be destroyed. We call it despawn. But we will have to implement some logic before it despawns. The logic is something like anybody that is inside the given radius should get destroyed 100%, no ifs and buts. So if a player is here, if an enemy is here, right, and it was here when the whole 2 seconds passed away and it disappeared, why before, just before disappearing and the 2 seconds have passed, we'll check if something is intersecting this sphere, this sensor. If that is true, we destroyed. That's how we are doing it. For now, this damage or destroying the enemy is not implemented, and that is completely fine until unless we have an enemy to destroy. But we have the most important parts of it. We have a bomb that is getting rendered and spawned with collider and a sensor and a timer, and the bomb explodes. Not just that one bomb, but all of them. We're checking for all of them, and this is something that I love about Bevy and ECS based systems. We have data. We go over the data, we check for the things that we need, and when we check for the things that we need, we perform operations on that data. So all of that is handled simultaneously. This design itself is different from the object oriented design, the object based interaction. So yeah, we are done here. What will we do is we'll just push this. Let me quickly check what is. Yeah, we have 59 lines. This is it. But yeah, before that, what I need is GDB. Oh. मैं तेरे करके 1000 miles गड्डी ड्राइव करके आया तेरे करके मैं तेरे करके सारी रात तेरी रात में गिरते मेरे नैन I couldn't understand सारी रात तेरी रात और डिगते मेरे नैन I couldn't understand क्यों ना जो भी हो जाए मेरी सोच नहीं हो सकता. Now what does this limited means, right? The particle effects. सारी रात काला पेंडेंट ना काली टी शर्ट हुई थी मेरी वाइट रेंज रोवर घर पे बस खड़ी हुई थी लैम्बोर्गिनी काली तभी तो जितनी भी काली क्लोथिंग थी घर पे मंगवा ली ब्लैक सो स्वैग हो गया था यार काला शकल एसी फुल पे सो कोड 160 दी स्पीड स्टीयरिंग ते पूरा हो तेरी याद तड़ पावे कुड्डी शू उड्डी जावे गड्डी एक गड्डी ते गड्डी टेक करी जावे 1000 मील लंबा फासला था बेबे तुझसे और तूने किया क्रेज़ अब तो नन्ना शर्मा बेबे कमो बीमा लवली लेडे मैं कोई गया नहीं तेरा तेरा आशिक हूँ मैं ब्रिंग इट ऑन आशिकी में पै गया दुनियादारी सब भूल गया 1 2 4 6 3 4 6 डोल गया लगते ने आजकल रांझा मैनू this one's left basic enemy है yep that is it for today guys see you tomorrow